Gn minus Gi. What is Gn minus Gi? This is your Gn. This point is your Gn. This is your Gn. This is your Gi.
This length is subtracted.
So this length is from this length is subtracted, or negative of from this length to this length is subtracted. So the 1 over lambda multiplied, so whatever is the within third bracket, box bracket, this one is nothing but this length. So 1 over lambda, negative of 1 over lambda multiplied by this length is your delta GV. So can I write here? Just see whether you can see delta GV, which is the Gibbs free energy change per volume, per unit volume of the precipitate, is nothing but 1 over lambda, negative of 1 over lambda multiplied by this length. We have to give some name. FC, so this is FC. So it is the vertical distance from the tangent drawn at alloy composition. So vertical distance from the tangent drawn from the alloy composition till the Gibbs free energy versus composition curve at the embryo composition. It is the vertical distance at the embryo composition from the tangent drawn at the alloy composition till the G versus XP curve. So this distance. Okay. This is the vertical distance from the tangent drawn at the alloy composition to the Gibbs free energy versus composition curve. That is the distance. But where? At the embryo composition. At the embryo composition, you are, so that vertical distance from the tangent drawn at the alloy composition till the Gibbs free energy versus composition curve, this distance multiplied by 1 over lambda is the Gibbs free energy per volume of, per unit volume of precipitate, Gibbs free energy change. Okay. So if this delta G, now delta GV, this is negative. This is negative for this case of what we have drawn. Negative minus of this distance. Okay. So say if what if, say this tangent is cutting the curve G versus NB curve at a composition say XC, and say this equilibrium composition say X beta, and this equilibrium composition say X alpha. What I want to say is this distance or delta GB is negative, delta GB is negative for composition of the embryo if it is greater than XC, if it is greater than XC, isn't it? Before XC, this distance from here to here, so that is negative. So that changes sign. So only above XC composition, delta GB is negative. Below XC, delta GB is positive. You want high, for easy nucleation, you want high delta GB or low delta GB?
High delta.
Negative value, but value should be high. Negative of high value. So where the nucleation will be easiest? Because what is your classical nucleation theory say? What is the delta G star? Delta G star is given by 16 over 3 by gamma cube over delta GV square. You want delta G star activation barrier to be low. That means delta GV value should be very high. Where delta GV is maximum? David, you have to say. Where delta GV is maximum? At which composition of the embryo? At which composition of the embryo delta GV is maximum? Xn. But Xn is a variable. For what Xn value delta GV is maximum? Xn I can put it here, anywhere. Xn is a variable. Delta GV is nothing but this distance Fc, that is this distance. It is, if your composition is here, this is the distance. If his composition is here, this is the distance. Delta GV is increasing. If your composition, embryo composition is here, this is the distance. Where is it maximum? Hold on. You have to think and say.
Negative na.
Why do you think so? X beta I have written. So because this distance is maximum. So at X beta, if the embryo composition is of the equilibrium composition, your delta GV is maximum. But your classical nucleation theory says there is gamma also. So it is not only delta GV, but your gamma also has to be low. Both R star and delta G star contains gamma as well as delta GV. You want delta GV, negative delta GV value to be very high, the value of mod value of to be high, but you want gamma to be low. But gamma also is a composition dependent. For a case like this where structure is same, interface may form coherent or semi-coherent interface. Their interfacial energy is dependent on composition of both alloy and embryo. So it may be the case for certain composition which is somewhere here, not that the equilibrium composition, your gamma is very low. So that ultimately delta G star and R star is lowest for a composition somewhere not equal to X beta, but somewhere, some other place between Xc and X beta. If your embryo composition is below Xc, delta GV is positive, it can never form. If it is above Xc, then it can form. The highest probability of formation is at X beta. However, gamma also comes into picture. It may be the case for gamma is your very low value for certain composition away from X beta, which will take care of the increase of delta GV or decrease of value of delta GV, even though you are away from X beta. So for certain other composition, metastable composition, not the stable composition, but some metastable composition can be of highest nucleation rate, because then delta G star will be lowest. So Baker, what he did is he used these concepts, but used the same classical nucleation theory to to find out delta G star R star. Okay. We'll take a break here and we'll continue.